If you are like me and sometimes can't bring your game from the range to the course, this episode's for you. If you are new here on the Scratch to Scratch journey, we've added one of the greatest coaches in the world, Dana, in order to be my full swing coach, and having Rick Sessinghaus going to be my mental and performance coach. And today we are back with Rick here in LA in order to go through the mental side of golf and how to hit certain shots and how to actually perform on the course. And so with that, let's get into it.
Now, again, we're looking at golf performance as this big puzzle.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the landscape. And there's all these pieces that go on there. Now, in your development, some pieces are more important than others. Don't get me wrong. You had to learn how to have the fundamentals of a golf swing. Then I think you saw the benefit of physical therapy / fitness, right? You needed your body to move properly. You needed certain things to happen. Then you go, well, I got to go play golf. I got to score my short game, my putting, right? And you started to develop that. Now, that's ongoing. Don't get me wrong. But as we start playing golf more, we start looking at decision making, we start to looking at your ability to stay focused, committing to shots, learning how to play from different situations. That's my expertise, right? Even though I know a lot about the golf swing, don't get me wrong, I want you to play better out there. And if we can start to develop the state we want to be in, right? That focus, that confidence, that commitment, instead of distracted and doubt and, oh crap, don't hit it over there, which a lot of golfers do. That's what my role is. And we're going to work on how to practice better. We're going to work on how to prepare for a round of golf. What can I do when I'm learning about all the different environments out there? That's what I'm excited about. And we have, of course, a lot of fun tools that we're going to utilize on there.
So the one thing that Dana and I were working on is what I was initially doing, trying to shift the weight. I would kind of, I would just, before I even got here, I would like start moving this way while this is going. And he wants to kind of just, while it's at the top here, get a little separation from here to here and then kind of get in.
Does that mean almost like feeling the back stays of the target a little longer? Or
yeah, a little bit.
That separation? Okay.
A little bit. And then from here, kind of just, that's all the only feel that he's like, we'll figure out this other stuff once you kind of get this feel.
Perfect.
But that's what I'm trying to do. It's still a little foreign.
Just still focusing on that one cue. So we have pre-swing, the width of stance, and then in-swing with how that first move down. So how would you rate that one? Did you accomplish the goal?
Yeah, I think I rated that as a 6 just because I'm still like, when I get to this, I'm like kind of hesitant to kind of put more pressure, and so I'm kind of like getting a little, not fully on, and so I kind of just stop and then I start swinging.
So hesitant, is that means, to me, hesitant could be a mental thing, like a barrier, like a freedom, like a fear, like I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm saying, I don't care where the ball goes. Sometimes you would want to exaggerate or push yourself, and maybe you do too much. Great, then you work back off of it. But tentativeness is not what Dana wants, right? He wants to get into that side, right? So show me. Okay. Now, again, we could look at that, hey, that was a very good result. But again, back to this. How would you rate that?
It's like a 7.
7, okay. Yeah. So that's called, for the mental game for us, is a feedback loop.
Yeah.
How quickly can you learn is going to be one of our goals. A lot of players, unfortunately, they hit a lot of balls, they get frustrated, they're not learning from the shot, they think about what they don't want, instead of taking that extra 2 seconds to go, did I achieve that or not? And if not, what could I do differently? And you're making micro changes from shot to shot to shot, and then you're going to get one, you go, oh, that was it.
Yeah.
And then we want to anchor that one, right? We want to go, oh, wow, I exaggerated that, I felt that. So this is the learning environment has to be one of, instead of being critical and that's horrible, it's like, that felt this way. I wonder if I did this, right? You're curious as you go along, and there's a constant feedback loop. Now I've brought you over here on the grass part of this range to start talking more about how the lie dictates the shot, right? Yeah. That's always said, that's the number one variable for us to look at, is if I hit a shot, I drive the ball, and it's here, that lie is much different than if that ball was there.
Yeah.
A couple inches makes the shot completely different. Now, again, reiterate, just because that ball is now sitting in a divot doesn't make it a bad lie.
Yeah.
It's very easy for us to go, oh, that's bad, I can't believe it's so unlucky, but that's already putting you in an emotional state of fear of like, oh man, this is unfair. It's like, problem solve, right? So in a moment, we'll hit that shot. Okay. Let's go back to here, right? Now, the ball's hit here. We're going to say it's a second shot on a par 4.
Yep.
And we're going to keep things simple. We're going to go to this 100-yard marker that's in front of us, okay? Now again, I want you to use your imagination. The 100 marker is the flag.
Yep.
The dirt out there, we're going to say, is the green.
Yep.
And this grass area here is a bunker, right? So we're imagining that we have a bunker on the right, okay? We're going to say that the green is receptive. Wherever the ball hits, it sticks.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give you as many variables as you would have on the golf course, but we're practicing on a range,
Yeah.
okay? So talk to me about the lie. You can't say it's a good lie or bad lie, but as you stand over it,
Yeah.
you're looking at two things. Obviously, how is the ball sitting, okay? And then from a feet standpoint, how is our slope, right? And that's going to affect possibly what we can and cannot do, right? So you'd be stepping over it here. I would want to know, is that ball above my feet? Is my right heel a little bit below? I mean, I'm feeling balanced.
Yep.
I'm also seeing that there's nothing impeding my club from getting to that ball. So that ball is sitting up on a fairway lie, correct?
Yeah.
So there's not really a ton of variables on this one to process.
Yeah.
So now we look back at external stuff over here, which is the 100-yard marker we're saying is the flag.
Yep.
We would want to shoot that number. And so practicing our routine will take a little bit more time. We're going from shot to shot. We're looking at these variables. So let's shoot that
79.
79.
Yeah.
We already talked with our other shots, but it's slightly down.
So 82, 79 because of it's down. Yep.
Okay. And so we got 82, 3 down, 79,
3 down.
Slightly into the breeze, and we said it's a receptive green. So those are all these variables. It's almost like a math problem now.
Yep.
Okay. So what are you going to play it for?
Probably 82.
82.
Yeah.
So now 82 might mean different to me than you. You hit the ball further than I do. I might like to do something different with my wedges and hit different trajectories. So this is you knowing your game.
Yeah.
What's the best shot for you to play based on the variable, based on the conditions?
I'm gonna hit a 56 degree about 9 o'clock.
Great. So let's pick the 56 out. Okay. So back to mental game, committed to the shot.
Yes.
So you could be committed and still not hit the shot you want, correct? So there becomes a mechanical part of it. So I like to do a lot of, back to the feedback loop, immediately doing the same shot again, and then asking you, what would you adjust? Would you adjust club choice?
No.
Would you adjust the type of shot you're playing, three-quarter, three-quarter?
No.
Would you adjust a technical side of it?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, right. So we saw a thin shot.
Yeah.
So if you honestly said you were committed, I felt great, Rick, but I thinned it,
Yeah.
you would have to know why. So what do you think occurred for the thin?
I went like this.
Okay, so when you move laterally, the low point changes and you hit more the middle of the ball. Okay, so what's the change here?
So I'm gonna just go like this and kind of just very focused down that my head's not moving, because that usually, if it's still, what I've seen, this doesn't go forward.
Great. Again, simplify to what you want. Head is still, back of the ball, centered.
Oh man.
Okay, so oh man is a reaction, right? Not what you wanted. I get that. So we're mixing in now a little post-shot routine.
Yeah.
We've talked that after a ball struck, golfers tend to get emotional, right? We get reactionary. Oh man, that's not a very good shot. I can't believe I chunked it. Whatever it may be, right?
Yeah.
But it's back to learning. What caused that? Now, again, mental game coach in me says, were you committed, Jerome? Were you ready to go?
I was committed.
It's not my fault. But you didn't execute the shot you wanted.
Yeah.
So now as we go to number 3 here, we went from thin to a little bit fat, right? A little bit behind it, okay? Now, be honest with me, do you feel like you're focusing on too many things right now, or do you have a pretty clear objective when you're over the ball?
I think right now I'm still trying to incorporate that move.
Sure.
But for me, that makes way more sense when it's like a full swing.
Exactly.
And so right now I'm just like, how do I?
Totally, and that's why I think inside the 100 yards will be slightly different, honestly. And you could certainly talk to Dana about there might be a mini little set like that, but I don't think you're going to be quite as aggressive with that. In fact, you may even preload a little on the left side and not have to make a major shift.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it's a partial shot, like a real chip shot, right? There's not much moving back and forth, right?
Yeah.
This is a gray area as far as how much weight transfer do we need.
Yeah.
But I would be on the ends. I think you're over exaggerating the feel for this shot.
Yeah, for sure.
We hit some great 9-irons where you exaggerate, you're feeling it, awesome. This is a different golf shot now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do one more time, full routine. I want you to see the shot. I want you to feel the shot.
Oh yeah, okay. It's got to be way higher up here.
Okay. No, but that's part of the feedback loop.
Yeah.
That one was better struck, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you go, we're still short.
Yeah.
So it's either a club choice, which it's not, length of swing, probably,
Yeah.
or speed of swing. I don't think I want you to swing harder at it, but length of swing would be a key part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So here, even though we're talking pre-shot routine, this is about learning how to hit wedges, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's going to be times when you practice that I want you to practice to certain intervals, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 100 and back, and figure out what club, how big of a swing it is, but probably keep that tempo pretty even on both sides. Okay. We're going to shift shots now.
Okay.
Unless you have a question.
Nope.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay. So we're going to go same target, but different lie now. Okay. So now our ball, and I know you usually hit fairways all the time, but there are
Always.
viewers out there that do hit it in the rough. And this is an interesting one. It's more of weeds than it is rough, but it's still a lie that has to be analyzed.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not saying it's a bad lie. We're just saying, that ball is sitting down in some rough, in a weed, okay? This is where we're guessing though.
Yeah.
We're guessing, how is that club gonna get affected by that?
Yeah.
And again, I wanna make sure I don't know exactly. I can guess.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen? Same target. We still got our 82-yard shot.
It's going to hinder the distance.
Correct.
Yeah.
In this case, it's gonna slow the club down,
Yeah.
okay? There's a more of a chance of hitting it fat. So yeah, it's gonna slow that thing down.
Yeah.
There's chances where, depending on how wiry it is, it could grab the hosel and shut it down so it goes low left, okay? This is an interesting one because it's not a true rough. It's more because of this, like I said, being in the weeds.
Yeah.
What do you think you could do for the solution for this lie?
Farther backswing.
Yeah. Bigger backswing creates a little bit more speed, more power. Same club. Would you change anything with ball position?
Ball position, maybe a little farther back.
Yeah.
Just because I might chunk it if it's just regular.
Correct. Yeah, I would say a touch more further back. It ensures we're trying to get the ball first a little bit more, less of grass behind it.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with you. I think it's going to need a bigger swing to get it. I think that club is going to get grabbed. It's going to get slowed down, and from there. Now here's where I would want you to do your practice swing in a similar environment.
Okay.
So here's a kind of a weed also. Imagine that ball's in here, and now you're rehearsing the shot, aren't you?
Yeah.
I know you've been rehearsing practice swings and all this with the left foot and all this stuff. This is what we want to do. We're problem solving this. So you're going to get a practice swing where you're feeling how that club is going to get affected by that.
That is ideal. Okay.
So it gives us at least some feedback. I'm not saying we have a solution yet.
Yeah.
But that's different, right? That the weed is different. There's it's into the grain. There's a bunch of different stuff here.
Yeah.
So you've now done a practice swing. We've deciphered all the different and analyzed it. Again, I want you to tell me what's a good shot look like here. What
Good
club?
shot, 56 still.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna do this. Not probably. I am gonna go up more or less like 95%.
Okay.
And I'm still aiming a little to the right, like 5 feet.
Yep.
And yeah, it's gonna slightly draw if possible. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. And the last thing, which is, it would be much easier if we were on the golf course doing this. This spin rate on this is going to be different than out of the fairway. This may come out like a knuckleball. It may roll out more.
Oh, okay.
Okay. In this case, I know we're on a range here, but just that's the other part, is that when it's a clean lie, the grooves can hit the ball.
Oh.
Your grooves are not hitting this. And so it comes out dead. So even if it was well struck, it'll hit the green and release more because it doesn't have the same backspin. So that's stuff that we'll talk about in the future.
That's cool.
But this one is to try to get as clean a contact as possible, isn't it?
I'm gonna step back real quick.
Okay. So what was the interference? Because that's important that you realized you weren't ready.
Aim.
Aim.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going back. You're picking intermediate target, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Great. Okay. Committed to the shot.
Yeah, for sure.
The end result was pretty solid, wasn't it? That would have hit the green. You had about a 15-footer. Anything surprise you now that you've hit out of that? If you had it again, would you have done anything different?
I think I would have done exactly the same thing.
It was a good game plan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of these variables is out of our control. We're not quite sure, but we're trying to guesstimate the best that we can.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So let's move yet again. And
Can I ask you one quick question?
Of course.
So you said something about grabbing and going a little low. What is it? What did you say there?
So when we're in this one's a little different than where I'm going to put you in a moment, where it's more of a traditional rough.
Yeah.
To where the long grass, when it comes in, it will tend to get the hosel, grab it, and now it shuts the face. When it shuts the face, it delofts it and goes left.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of people who, they take this big swipe at it and it kind of goes, like, what happened? Well, it came in here and it got grabbed like this as it came through, because this gets exposed and gets grabbed.
Yeah.
So the longer the grass, the wiry it is, more likely it's going to come out low left.
So aiming right more?
You could. There's other we can open the face up a little bit. We can purposely try to keep the club face and hold on to it tighter. This is where, again, the more experience you have, the more you start to change with that variable. Now, not all rough is the same, right?
Yeah.
You have a US Open rough, it is dense, and there's other roughs, Bermuda, where the ball sits to the ground and it looks like it's easy, and it's just so dense, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's long, right? But it's going to affect how that club comes in, and there's different ways, whether it's ball position, weight distribution, open club face, that you can do it. But you have to again play those percentages.
That's insane. That's super cool.
Who
Okay.
thought this game was just hitting, having this perfect golf swing, right? What do you think that combination would do to the ball flight? Ball's above your feet in some rough.
Above my feet, it's gonna go left. Rough. It's gonna diminish the distance.
Correct.
sure.
And it might go left also, because remember the rough might grab that here.
Oh.
So we have kind of a 1-2 combo here.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
might go left. Okay.
Way left.
So this is where, again, maybe gripping the club a little tighter can control club face a little bit more. But for this one, I just want you to experience what it's like to hit ball above your feet with that. You're going to go full swing.
Okay.
And just aim. There's a telephone pole down the first one that's kind of parallel here.
Yeah.
I'd like you to aim towards that. So we're going to go into the corner here.
Right over there.
That first one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where the palm tree is behind it. And your goal is a full swing, because I just want you to experience what it's like to hit out of that rough. Okay. So we got better contact, right?
Yeah.
We have to make adjustments through experience.
Yeah.
Okay. One other little thing, and this is not about the rough per se, it's more about the ball being above your feet. I noticed from behind you didn't grip down at all. Okay.
Oh.
So we want to try to level this out. We can do one of two things. We can posture and then just set up and now grip down. I'm making a normal posture, or some people will stand taller to make that adjustment. So that's where practice swings, like I would do some practice swings where I'm trying to brush through that. So let's make the adjustment where, again, this is still thick, traditional setup position, and don't have to stand so tall. That'll help our balance also, okay?
Gotcha. And then you said you might chunk it when you're standing too tall?
It's more of like people think it's the same. Why? It's not. So they stand the same way,
Yeah.
and then they come back, and the club bottom's out over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going, okay, how am I gonna make this more level?
Yeah.
Okay, that feels level to me, my normal,
Yep.
without me. Okay. Again, that type of shot doesn't surprise me that would do that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a matter of how much can we move it forward towards our target. And this is about course management stuff we'll do when we're actually on the golf course,
Yeah.
to say, if you put yourself in this position and we are 180 yards away, I don't want you to think this ball is going to go 180 yards. There's
Yeah.
going to be certain times where it's only going to advance 60, 70 yards, but we're at least trying to control where that ball goes instead of just going all over the place, right? It's setting up for the next shot, and bogey will be fine sometimes. It will. Any questions about this situation?
Yeah. Would you club up here?
When we say club up, I would have a club that has more loft to it.
Like a 5 or something.
No.
Oh,
So
no.
this I
Oh,
give you a
would.
7.
Oh, sorry.
I would go more
You
9.
would. You would go more 9.
What did these balls want to do? They wanted to go low.
Yeah.
Okay, I want more loft. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I know you're really strong and everything, but it ain't
not
going
good.
180 yards from the lie that I put you in.
Yeah.
If you can get 120 out of it, it might be easier to go a 9-iron from that than trying to muscle a 7-iron.
I see.
Right. So
Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
more loft would be helpful, because this is going to get grabbed and shut down and delofted. and it might be a little easier to control shorter club and stuff like that.
I see, that makes sense. Okay.
And there's going to be certain lies in the future that I'm going to put you at that looks like it's a rough lie, but it's actually sitting okay. It's sitting like in a nest up top,
Yeah.
and it's like it's teed off. It's not really in the rough, is it? So now that ball's going to launch out, it's going to be completely different. So now we're going to shift gears. I'm going to put you, roughly off of a fairway lie. But I'd rather you be aggressive now to see where your limits are than just always conservative, honestly.
Okay.
Because you're going to now immediately go, well, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So what if I tried instead of 5 iron, 6 iron next time? Well, 6 iron. But I'm going to help you with the problem solving. But you have to make your mistakes now. I've encouraged you to play a lot more than practice. You playing Pebble Beach all the time?
No.
So we're playing courses that may not be pristine conditions also, right? But that's fine. That's golf.
Yeah.
Okay. Even the great courses that are in great shape, you're going to still have awkward lies and rough and slopes and all that kind of stuff to deal with. Okay, so we're shifting attention here now to a different golf shot. So we've hit a drive to here. We're going to the left 200 as if that's the flag.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep this simple. There's no bunkers, there's no nothing. It's just a larger kind of green. Keep it simple. So as you stand over it, give me a little feedback of how the lie is. So we have the ball sitting up enough, right?
Yeah, it's a little up.
So if you stand over it, is there any kind of slope? You said a little up?
I mean, let's see.
I would step, I would always just gather it from the side, right? I'm going to be standing like this. What do I feel? Where's my left foot? Where's my right foot? Does it feel like is above my feet? All that kind of stuff.
This feels like it's kind of level, to be
Okay,
honest.
great.
For
Again,
me,
and I know we're micromanaging this right now.
No, it's
As you play more and more, it's a pretty easy thing. It's like, okay, boom. I've played so much golf, I can take this in a couple seconds and know what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm asking you to pay attention to environmental factors, not just about my weight distribution and my left side, okay? So we're creating a shot selection here.
Yeah.
So talk me through, what's the club?
If I want to do 181, this might be in like either full 7-iron or a soft 6-iron. I never know when to pick which one.
Right.
Yeah.
No, this is we are in between. We may have talked about this before. As like, how do you make decisions? You make decisions with your head or with your gut. So in this case,
7.
7.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm more comfortable with it right now.
Comfortable, right?
Yeah.
So now we're like going, I'm more comfortable with that. Great.
Yeah.
Don't I want to be comfortable over a golf shot? Okay. We'll talk down the road, like where the whole location was and where the that maybe the longer club's better because of dispersion, all that kind of stuff. Right now, comfortable is a great answer.
Yeah.
Great. So let's grab that club. You got the club already?
Yeah. This is 7. Yeah.
All righty. Full swing?
Full swing.
Send it.
Send it. Send it, bro.
All right. So this is now about being an athlete, reacting.
Oh man, from this spot, I feel like I'm way below the ground.
So interesting. No. And again,
Is that too close to
there's
that?
interference, right? That's why I always want you to mock up exactly where you'd be. Okay. I think a lot of people, when I ask them to do practice swings, they say, oh yeah, I always do practice swings, and they're back here, and I go, this has nothing to do with that. This is unique. How is the ball sitting? Where's my feet? How's the slope? I mean, to me, that's important.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm gonna aim a little more right.
Great. See, to me,
give
that's you
this-
paying attention to the environment.
Okay, cool.
Okay. We just observed the shot. Were you committed to the shot?
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful. So remember, my goal in this exercise is for you to honestly say I was committed.
Yeah.
We're committed to the decision. We're committed to, we're focused, we're confident, we're ready to go, correct? Would you do anything differently next time?
Aim a little more left.
So maybe over.
I overcorrected. Yeah, I would just aim a little more left, for
Okay.
sure.
So we're gonna go same target, but a little different lie this time.
Oh man.
Well, what's this? Oh man.
No,
That means you're reacting in a negative way. Aren't you excited to have this opportunity?
always, yeah.
Okay.
But I have played in this before. And that's that's why I'm saying, oh man.
So you should be an expert at this already.
That was it.
So
Okay.
what are the challenges, honestly, with this?
So if this is soft,
Yes.
which it kind of looks like,
It is.
I have to like either club up or like higher, larger backswing because it's just gonna kind of go under, and it's just gonna.
It could go under, right?
Yeah.
Or we could change ball position to make sure we hit ball first, and then the sand has very
Little
less
effect.
to do with it, right?
Okay. Yes.
But I'm fine with where you're going. It's just that
yeah.
this is different than just here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, it is. Not that I can do this, but you know, it's soft. We can see that there's.
I might go with your route though. That's way better than what I've done in the past, and so I would probably put it a little back here, so I don't dig into it.
Okay.
And then, did that go farther? I'm gonna hit a 6-iron.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going same target to that 200, which we said was 182, I believe. Okay. So we watched that shot. I would say that was a very solid golf shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Quality off of that lie, which again you had to hit just right. There was
Yeah.
no wiggle room on that one. So we've hit a bunch of different golf shots, and my question will always be, what do you think helps you commit to a golf shot? And there could be multiple answers to this, but we're practicing mental game routine.
Yeah.
What do you think is required for you to commit to a golf shot?
So I think I mentioned two things prior, but I think you actually posed the good one, which is comfort with a with a club.
Yeah.
So I hit a lot of 7-irons like all the time, and so I'm a little more committed when I'm with one of those clubs, 7, 8, 9, just because I hit them so much versus a 6. I maybe hit this like 3 times because I'm always bouncing from a 705. I was less committed just because of the less experience.
Okay, great. And again, where you're going to be comfortable with in the future will be different than where you are now. You're going to be probably more comfortable with different options, right?
Yeah.
We're developing skill sets along the way. So we've tapped into a couple of these, right?
Yeah.
And we can go all kinds of variables, but most people, again, don't practice routine. They don't practice problem solving until it's too late. They get on the golf course and go, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And now they're stressed, and now they're forcing things, and now they make double bogeys, and they go, oh man, if I just would have played it safe, or if I just would have known how to do that, I would have minimized the big number, okay? So any questions about what we covered here?
Yes, I mean slightly, and I think this will probably, we'll know more about this later on, but right now, like my pre-shot routine is just like doing a swing and then looking. What would you say other things we could incorporate that I could try?
Well, I would like to pull it back that a pre-shot routine starts when that bag hits the ground and you observe the ball that's in front of you.
Oh, all that, yeah.
That's a pre-shot routine.
Yeah.
Okay, so people will say, oh, my pre-shot routine is me standing behind it, taking a practice swing and going in. I go, well, that's nice, but how'd you make a decision on the club? Oh, well, I go, that's a routine.
Yeah, okay, got it.
I'm analyzing. I'm aware of my environment. I analyze, what does that mean to me? What's the best shot for me to play? 6-iron, 7-iron. Oh, I'm going 7-iron because I'm more comfortable. I'm going to aim it 5 feet right. We're getting very precise, aren't we?
Yeah.
Our focus is our first part of that. Then I asked you, and I didn't say you had to do it. I said, do you visualize? Do you take practice swings? That's part of a pre-shot routine.
Gotcha.
Is visualization a key part? And I'm asking you, what's a good shot look like here? And I'm asking you to say it out loud.
Yeah.
The practice swing, I wanted you to rehearse it as close to the shot as possible so you go, I can feel it now.
Yeah.
More comfortable, more confidence, okay?
Yes.
And then, down the road, we can talk about breathing rates. We can talk about how to make the visualization more creative. I take a practice swing and I hit.
Yeah.
No, there's a ton of stuff that we're trying to really anchor. And the other part where pre-shot routines do change. My tee shot with a driver, it's teed up, is going to be different than a 3/4 wedge shot, different than a flop shot. So we're going to experiment that this is the baseline of what a routine is.
Yeah.
Right? If I put you short game, where we will get into in a future session, you have to choose, am I going to go high, medium, low? Am I going to spin it? You're going to have so many options on the table.
Yeah.
You better have the pre-shot routine to be able to narrow your decision so you can commit to that. Okay?
Yeah.
So there's a ton of stuff that we can incorporate.
Yep.
But most people don't do base stuff first before we
Yes.
get in all kind of different exhale, inhales, and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. But let's pay attention to our environment. Let's play the best shot for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerome, we've talked a lot of pre-shot routine, aware, analyze, decide, commit, go. Now, there is the other routine that we're going to keep on refining is your post-shot routine. Let's admit it, golf can be frustrating at times. Golf has a roller coaster. All the time. Why are we playing this now? It's a roller coaster of emotions, correct?
Yeah.
Why do your emotions change? You're out in a beautiful area here, Jerome. It's beautiful out here. It's sunny. Why would you ever get frustrated?
Expectations.
Expectations and results, right?
Yes.
Where that ball goes is telling you how to feel.
Yeah.
You're going to let this ball tell you how to feel? Come on.
Oh, God.
So post-shot routine is about us minimizing the reaction. To say you don't deserve to get angry every now and then or frustrated or disappointed, that's not the point. But I want you to choose that instead of react that way.
Okay.
So we're just going to do a simple exercise, okay? You're going to hit this shot, and this is not about making this challenging. It's about just the experience of observing a ball in the air. So you're going to hit the shot still to the left 200, please.
Okay.
Full swing.
Yep.
And your only goal is you're going to hit the shot, hold it. You can kind of recoil to here, and you have to hold this until the ball lands.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Oh. Did you react at all?
A little bit.
I heard a, oh, okay. That's
yeah.
okay. All I asked was you to observe the shot and hold the finish, Jerome.
Oh, God. It just came out.
It just came.
Organically.
But we're now training. It's a superpower, right? It's a superpower to just observe it. And then if you see the ball goes left and goes into the bunker, then you can say, damn it, whatever. I'm fine with that. But that was a hit quick, right? Watch the ball. Come on.
So close. So close.
So close of what?
Grimacing.
Grimacing.
Oh, man.
We'll get the one camera that looks this way up to you and see. We'll see what you're really responding, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So not the shot you wanted. We get that. Yeah. Were you? I wasn't comfortable. I hit it anyways, or was it purely mechanical, right? But if I'm mad, I'm probably not asking that question. I'm probably just in my head like I can't.
Yeah.
But if I can go, damn, that's not the shot I wanted. I wonder why. To me, that's a very important question. Swing. Hold the finish until the ball lands and just observe the shot. Just observe it. Just stop, observe it, watch it. Okay? That space, that 5, 6, 7 seconds, whatever it may be, did you feel like you did a good job observing on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was better, right? Now, it was solid contact. May not have been exactly where you want the ball to go, but at least it was something that you could just observe, right?
Yeah.
You would think just observe a ball flight would be easy. It's not, because we're so attached to where that ball goes, right? And so part of even when you work with really good players is the better the player, the higher the expectations. The higher the expectations, the more likely they're gonna get frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second. It's the old adage where, and this, I'm not gonna say this is gonna happen to you, but we have these goals. Rick, I'll be happy when I break 90. No. Then you break 90. No, you break 90. And you go, no. I'm gonna be happy when I break 80.
Yeah.
That's when I won't get mad anymore when I break 80 all the time. Then you break 80, and then we go, no. I'll be happy when I shoot par, and it never ends, right? Because we know we can always get better.
Yeah.
But I want us to be fair to ourselves with a realistic expectation, saying, hey, I've come a long way. You've come a long way already. Okay? Do you want to get better? Of course you do. But can you just watch the shot and go, I didn't like that shot. That's fine. Saying I don't like the shot. And then what can I learn about it would be a key part of it. That gets adrenaline pumping up. If we don't deal with that, that's going to make the next shot more challenging. And we're going to get more into this when we do on-course stuff of how one shot, unfortunately, could snowball into poor shot after shot after shot. And that's because we haven't dealt with or managed our emotional state very well.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just hold the finish and watch the ball, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All righty. Thanks, Rick. You're welcome.
Let's go! Let's go!